I think that's worth a round of applause. We, at least. Now, would you say has been, what was your biggest setback that you've had in your business, and what has been your greatest triumph? Because you've got two businesses.
Biggest setback. Setbacks are a part of life. And I'll tell you how I deal with them. If I'm alive, I can fix it. Straight up. My friend Victor, again, we were sharing a place, and this is where I learned this lesson. We had no food for 3 weeks. We had an onion, and we'd cut the onion, and one day you'd start with the outside ring, the next day you'd start with the inside ring. You'd get the second one. And you'd be outside, inside, outside, inside. You'd cook it up on a frying pan, and you'd eat that. That's all you had to eat. Tomorrow we'll slice another piece, go back to bed. The only thing you could do is sleep, because you had no food. And we looked at each other one day, and I just said, one day this is going to be funny. We said, but it's not funny now. I mean, I remember we laughed, we were rolling on the floor. We said, yeah, all right, back to bed. I guess, you know, he went to sleep in his room, I went to mine. It was just a moment. Like, I know how low it can get. And I always said this, if I'm alive, I can do something to change my situation or make it better. So it's never really that bad. And if I'm dead, all my problems just got solved. Because I'm gone. Y'all deal with that. So it's never, ever bad. Ever. If you're alive, you can fix it, and if you die, it's solved. So how is it ever a bad situation?
Wow. Yes.
It might be uncomfortable, but that's okay. That's only temporary. Pain is temporary. You have to know that. I believe it at my core. I don't care what I am going through. It is temporary, because I'm alive.
Indeed. Okay, we're almost at that time. So I want to know, give us your latest triumph and what some of your goals are now to come.
Latest triumph. They happen so fast now. In my design business, I'm expanding that to do social media. And the recent client I brought on is now on the Marilyn Dennis show as the main chef. Yeah, so we had an agreement about a year ago, and we worked with her over the last year to build her website and her brand, and now she's the official chef on the show, like 5 days a week. That was January 10th. That's in first business. Its second business is Who's Who in Black Canada. We started that in July, and we've been profiling new people every single day.
What is
Who's Who is a website that profiles and promotes excellence within the Black community nationwide, 2 official languages, and it's been up since July 29th, and it gets on average between 500 to 1,000 visitors a day on that website. It's in over 80 different countries around the world, everything from Netherlands to Saudi Arabia, United States, throughout the Caribbean, Africa, and yeah, everybody who's had feedback from that has just said, you know, it's totally made a difference in their career. They're getting calls of congratulations from all around the world. And, you know, it's really an honor and a privilege to find the best and the brightest and the people making a difference in not only this country, but around the world, and be able to promote and highlight them.
One thing I'll just say to this, and I really admire Ricardo. Obviously, this is a very multicultural audience, and this is which represents, of course, Canada. We have people from all over the world, all over the diaspora, and it's one of the most beautiful things because you get the benefit of knowledge and learning from all different types of people, which is absolutely wonderful. Speaking as a black man, personally, and as somebody who's come up through the system where I've had my fair share of challenges, a lot of times, well, prior to Barack Obama, really, I'm getting elected, our biggest role models in our community have been, it's either you are an artist, meaning musician, or a athlete. And those are the people who, for the most part, are recognized. And so I think that the power behind Who's Who in Black Canada is that it finally showcases a variety of gifts and talents that come from our community. And we got gifts in every community. I'm happy to finally see it coming up in the Black community. So congratulations to you on making that happen. All right, well, time is up, but I do want to give you at least chance for one question for Ricardo, if anybody's got a question for Ricardo.
Who does the research for Who's Who in Black Canada?
Research on the people.
To find all those candidates that you come up with.
Got it. The question was, who does the research to find all of these candidates? Happens in 3 ways. One, there was a book published in 2004 and again in 2006 that has about 847 people. My math is still right. What we've been doing is we secured the rights to that and we're republishing those profiles, contacting each person one by one, getting their most current information and updating it with links and Facebook and Twitter and all of their ways to reach these people, and then publishing it. The second way is for someone to nominate somebody. So if you know someone who's doing something, please nominate them. There's no way we can be everywhere and do everything. We can just do what we can, and we can do what we can see. So if someone's in a different province, they get very high priority to being profiled. The third way is for someone to nominate yourself. And it's my favorite way because it says something about who you believe you are and what you contribute to the world. And I think a big part of the culture, of Black culture really, is that we have to be humble. We have to be quiet. We have to just do our work. And yes, that has its attributes, but we have to remember that there's another generation coming up, and they don't know what you've done. And unless we pass that information on to that next generation, they're going to be lost. They're going to be saying, well, why would I ever be a research scientist in Alberta who's studying biodiesel? Because that's Dr. Abong. He's on the website. You can see it. Why would I want to be a costume designer for the opera? Why would I want to be, I mean, take your pick. There's 80 different categories. There's about 3 athletes on the entire website, and we have over 180, I think early January was the last count with 180 different people that we have on there. So it's about really spreading the net wide. Nominate yourself, nominate someone, and if you're already in the book, we'd love to hear from you and update your profile. We have Patty.
About the work with school that you're doing right now with the Black community, have you thought about starting in different communities or starting that because right now, as you said, again, opportunities all around, it just click. What about the brown people?
Yeah, I have been approached. I have been approached, and not this year, but probably the year after that, we'll be starting other Who's Who for different communities in Canada. And possibly around the world as well.
So guys, once again, give it up for Ricardo McRae. Thank you so much.